Welcome back. I am Zoe Flowers, and we are about to read on, what's his name? Mitch McConnell. All right. Let's see what this card just fell out. King of Pentacles in reverse. The king has fallen back on his heels. Is this king, what's his name? Why do I keep forgetting his name? That's weird. Mitch McConnell. Is this Mitch McConnell, this king of Pentacles? We got the Seven of Wands. No. Who do we think that is? Is the King of Pentacles that's feeling back on his heels the Orange Menace? Two of Cups, which is a yes. It is in reverse. Not the hands actually being orange. What is... My two old reliables are gone. Even if he's still in the land of the living, they're no longer helpful to me in contributing to the brain rot of the nation. As I feast and have everything I need. I also feel like this is McConnell. The body doesn't need to eat anything anymore, you know, once the body starts to disintegrate. And I mean, the way that this is, obviously, we know who that is. Everybody trying to stop them. And they're like, no, Daddy, I want my Oompa Loompa now. Just ill-shapen pants. I mean, yeah, just run amok. Just run amok. So that's and the fact that he is showing up in the reading is so telling. What is the archetype of the situation at play? Oh, visionary in reverse. It's interesting. What I was really thinking about was, what is the archetype of the party? No vision. Is this a weekend at Bernie's situation? Is this a weekend at Bernie's situation? Yeah, maybe. Lots of distraction. Seven of Cups. Like, lots of illusion and delusion. No vision. Can't focus. Wow. I was just thinking, what's the motivation in my true crime deck? So this was the top of the deck. This card, look, was at the bottom. When I pulled the cards away, I didn't even get a chance to say it. I literally thought, like, what's the underlying energy here of this crime? This is my true crime deck. And we get greed, which we already know. What is the current state of McConnell? What is the current state I don't feel like McConnell has shifted off their mortal coil, but it's interesting that we got the Hermit. The Hermit is a maybe, and it can be a spiritual journey, and it's a time of isolation. And the people in the background, I feel like, are us clamoring, being nosy, reading on somebody's physical being. That's us ruminating, like trying to get in, and the soul is kind of kicking it. Is the soul trying to decide whether to stay or whether to go? Wow. Wow. Should I stay or should I go now? Well, we got the Page of Wands, which is a yes. I always look at pages as being like very immature, and I'm just struck by the image and the fact that they use the zombie deck, and the zombie in itself is undead. And so, yeah, it's in between. Do I come back to this? Just makes me feel like this is like just a greedy baby. This is like just taking everything in sight, just like devouring everything in sight. And, you know, the justice here in reverse. Tell me more about this Page of Wands, because it's so striking. First of all, is this Lindsey Graham? Get out of this reading. Is this Mitch McConnell, now that he's in this in-between state, is this how he's really seeing how he acted? Wow, that really flew out. That was even weird, the way it felt coming out of my hands. And we got the Page of Hazards in reverse. So this would be the Page of Pentacles in reverse. But I want to turn it upright so that we can just see, like, this imagery is so interesting, and they're all children. So the answer is yes. This is how he sees himself. Like, what did I tie myself to? Why was I so immature? Why was I so unjust? This Page of Hazards, this chain here, I want to ask, is this a deal that was made? Judgment card in reverse. Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, this was a deal that was made, that he tied himself to out of a lack of judgment, to just fuck up everything. Lack of judgment. So he's in between rooms. Page of Swords, yes. Holy fuck. 8 of Pentacles, yes, in reverse. I just want to look at the imagery. The question was, is Mitch McConnell in between rooms? Look at this. That is something else. Wow. Again, a child. And this card has adults in it. But again, you see the shadow here. Who's waiting for me on the other side? Do I want to take a chance and cross over? Because this figure looks nervous. Eight of Pentacles again. Mastery, talent. This is about working hard on your goals. Do I want to cross over and have to confront all the things I did for money? Because I was so greedy. Is Mitch McConnell afraid to reap the consequences of his actions in life? Four of Cups. Maybe. Maybe. He's feeling more indifferent. This is more of a card of indifference, the Four of Cups. Knight of Cups in reverse. It's more about, oh, and it's interesting because these are feelings, and I ask, is he afraid? He's indifferent. He's indifferent, but again, you know, the Knight is the end of a long-term situation. It's in reverse. He might not be ready to go just yet. Not because he's afraid of consequences, because I don't even know if he believes in consequences. He's definitely looking at everything. He's definitely questioning things. But I don't get a sense of a real... It's a questioning. The emotions are indifferent right now. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to read on is the person, I'm not going to read anymore on the physical state because I don't know how I feel about that. So I'm going to leave that there. I do feel like he's in a questioning phase, which makes perfect sense. He's looking over things while he's in that hermit phase, deciding should he stay or should he go. What I meant was I'm not going to read on when he's gonna or whatever. I'm not reading on that. I'm not doing that. All right. That's all I have. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'll see you soon. Bye.